Hi everyone. I'm here to show you a new doll, but before I get into all that, I just want to say I've been getting a lot of comments asking how do I get a doll or where do I get a doll. Um, Below this video, there's a description. In the description, you'll find my web address, www.clairetaylordolls.com. You can click on that, go to my website, and click on my frequently asked questions, and you will see answers to a lot of those questions. Also, on my homepage, you'll see a picture of this doll for now, or if you stumble across this video in a couple years, maybe, at the top of my homepage will be whatever doll I have available or the last one I had available. And you can click on that page to see if the edition is still open. But basically, that's where I list dolls that I have available. This video is primarily to show collectors the dolls that I have available right now. But a lot of us just watch these videos over and over again because we enjoy them. So I would like to also suggest that you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already subscribed to it. And there will be a link in the description also to subscribe to my mailing list. And if I don't post a video, I will send an email to my mailing list when I have a doll available. And I also have a Facebook page, clairetaylordolls.com, and you can like that page and you will see when I have dolls available. Let's look at Ethan. This is Ethan number 1, and as you can see, he has an open mouth. It appears closed when you're not pulling it open. He has gums, tongue, and a uvula. This baby also has a drinking wet system. You can't see it inside of his mouth or in his diapers. It's an invisible system. You don't have to use it if you don't like a drinking wet system. It is there if you do like it, and it doesn't show anywhere. You can speak to other collectors that have collected my dolls before, and they'll give you their opinions on whether the system shows or not. I suggest only feeding the dolls with water. As you can see, his little mouth, you can give him a sucky lip or a pouty lip. His mouth does that. His hair has been directionally micro-rooted, so it's easy to put back in its original style. This baby also has a skull, and as you can see, I'm here poking at him, and I'm gonna get comments about that, but where it's hard on a real baby, where the skull is hard on his head also, although his cheeks are very soft. I like the skull feature because it supports his head. You can never squish his head, although the silicone is very soft. So the cheeks are very soft, and the you can almost see the skin. It doesn't really move, but it wrinkles and everything on, just like you would with a real person. And he's a one-piece baby, so he has no joints on his neck, and his head turns naturally from side to side, and when he's laying down, it holds the position. And if we look at his arms, his arms have elbow armatures, so his shoulders are very posable, and his fingers are very nicely painted. He has very nice fingernails. They're very neatly manicured. The palms of his hands are painted realistically. He has veins. They're on his temple, his forehead, his neck. Wherever babies have veins, he has veins. They're not bright. They're kind of, obscure. So I'll put pictures at the end of the video so you can see some of the close-up details. Let's remove his shirt. So this baby has also a squishy tummy. So it's very soft in comparison to his chest area. His chest area is firmer than his tummy. His painting is very mottled and natural for a young baby. And if you bend him, his stomach will actually push out a little bit. His squishy tummy is not so squishy that it doesn't keep his shape, The whole doll keeps his shape very nicely, although his stomach is squishy and it will push out. Let's take this stuff off of him so you can see his the rest of him. As you can see, when I push on his chest, it doesn't go down like his tummy. And I know somebody's gonna put a comment saying I should be more gentle, but I don't know any other way to get across to you how the features, like showing you the squishy tummy in comparison to the chest, it appears rough, but it's just to show you his features. He is a realistic doll. He's not a baby. He doesn't feel. I know that doesn't sound right. But anyway, I'm not being mean to him. I'm just showing you his features. Okay, so as you can see, his legs are very flexible and they can go right up to his face. He can even suck his toe. I have a niece that would bite her toenails until she was like 4 or 5, and she really inspired me to make this baby posable, because I know you do have some babies that will put their toes into their mouths just like that. So anyway, he has cute little toes and he really can put his toes in his mouth. So let's put that aside. You see, he can put his legs down also. And he can put his legs up. He can straighten them out. So let's turn him over and see his back. I'm gonna remove his diaper cover and show you as much as I can without exposing this poor little baby. So here's his back. Like the previous Ethan, he can bend right forward. He can turn his head to be in a natural position. Let me turn him the other way. I I know this is strange. We're not going to put our babies in these weird poses, but it's just to show you how flexible he is. This Ethan does have a spine. You can feel it in his back. It does not in any way stop him from being as flexible. His torso will bend. His spine is silicone, and it's not going to restrict his movement. As you can see, he doesn't have sculpted creases, but if you bend him, he will have creases just like a natural baby would, so you don't have to sculpt I didn't have to sculpt the creases in him because his silicone is soft. And when you move the silicone, it creases naturally like skin would. So, and you can see when I put his legs up, I can tuck them under his body. They don't have to stick out in a frog-like position. And I'm hoping I'm not forgetting anything to tell you. I also wanted to tell you that Ethan is only going to be boys in the edition. There will be no girls. So don't say, oh, I'm going to wait on a girl, because there will be no girls. And there will be no bonus babies. I'm just going to make the 6th edition dolls if the molds hold up. Okay, so let me get Ethan dressed, and I'm going to insert pictures at the end to show you, maybe you will be able to see on the video how carefully his fingers and toenails are manicured, how nicely his hair is rooted. And the purpose of this video is to help anyone looking for a new Claire Taylor doll to see the features and maybe go to the website and adopt him. So I'll put a link to his webpage in the description below. And like I said, if you come across this video after he's been sold, hopefully you will see another doll available for sale on the website. Just go to the home page, and I usually put the available dolls at the top of the page. This doll is not available as a kit. He's available only as a completed doll. I'm painting all of these dolls exclusively. I'm not selling any kits for this doll. My doll editions and kit editions are kept separately. And the doll editions are usually very small because I don't like to make the same doll too many times. I like to create something new. And I don't do custom dolls, and I don't remake previous dolls that I made before. I don't really make many dolls every year. I make a few dolls because the things I do in these dolls are very time intensive. I do everything. I sculpt, I do my own molding, and I do special molding to accommodate the features. I paint, I root, I do my own videos, I take my own pictures. I do everything myself. And then I have to, get all the outfits and everything ready. He comes in a special box. His lovey is completely made by me also. So, there's a lot that goes into making these dolls. So I don't have a lot of time to make many of them. So as you can see, if you look at his feet while I'm moving him around, his silicone is very soft, but his legs don't really go into awkward positions because he's made to resist going into awkward positions, although he's very soft. So you can see his leg, especially his lower legs, his ankles don't bend funny or anything. They tend to stay in a proper position. I'm really proud of this doll. It's very nice when you set a goal for yourself and you're able to accomplish it. I've always wanted to do a video. I always wanted to do a doll that can be very posable. And my mother always used to say there's nothing that feels better than a job well done. And in this case, I have to say I really feel I'm satisfied with getting him to be as posable as he is. I'm very satisfied with the outcome on this doll. I like the way his silicone moves also. I really like the new silicone we have compared to years ago when we only had dragon skin. We could never imagine dolls that move like this back then. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few pictures of Ethan that I took to show you a little bit of the details. This is just to show how flexible he is. And you can see the little creases by his knees and stuff. Those are not sculpted creases. They happen because of the movement. This is just showing as much of his body as possible without showing him completely nude. Here you can see his fingernails and his toenails, his skin. You can see veins and mottling, the color of his lips, the color of his eyes, his posability. And I want to say thank you for watching my video till the end. Please don't forget to like my video, subscribe if you haven't, and share. Thank you.